Hey guys, it's Gia Peppers here for BET Breaks, and we are in the presence of one of the hottest up-and-coming film directors, a man who Nass has actually approved of and actually works with, y'all, Mr. Stephen Caple Jr. in the building. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, I'm good.
You looking nice, brother.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Got the button up. It's hot.
It's hot.
Yeah.
New York weather is no joke.
Yes, but we're not here to talk about the weather. We're here to talk about your new film, The Land.
Yes.
Congratulations on all of the great reviews I've heard. But tell me a little bit about, for our audience who may have just seen the trailer, what The Land is about. Tell me about this the backstory.
No, for sure. On surface, it's about these 4 skateboarders who come across some drugs and they begin to sell it as a means of surviving and sponsoring themselves. But deeper than that, the undercover story. My story is about, you know, these 4 kids. You know, so it's kind of a voyeuristic point of view where we follow these 4 kids who are struggling with this cycle that we have in these urban communities. You know what I mean? Specifically black communities, specifically the hoods of everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, especially now, the country's eyes are on our cities right now.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a really great time to have this film out. Cleveland just had the RNC, which is crazy, but a lot of people don't choose Cleveland as the backdrop. Why Cleveland?
So we know what New York has to offer. We know what LA is. We know what the Chi is, you know? So it's like, growing up, I always saw these neighborhoods on TV, and I was like, oh, look, that's what Chicago's like. That's what New York is like. But I never seen anything about Cleveland.
Nass, tell me about how he got involved and how have you guys worked together before? Like, tell me how that entire
So this is
happened.
this is our first time working together. We met about a year or so before I did the film, and he saw my short films and responded. So I had this thing called A Different Tree that was on HBO, and I had A Land of Misfits, which is a short version of The Land that people don't know about. And so he saw that as well, and that's what he responded to. He's like, let me know what you need. And then when we started making a project, it came about, we didn't have much money. And he was like, hey man, I was like, I need a soundtrack and this, that, and the other. And he's like, I'm down, like consider it done. And he came on board because of the message of the film, and you know, donated / worked all his resources in. So soundtrack's amazing. We were in the studio together working on music.
You were in the studio with Nass.
I was in the studio with Nass. His music speaks to our community. His music is timeless, you know, and very impactful. So he's very conscious, you know, and so everyone mentally, they engage with Nass, you know, where Erykah, on the other hand, she speaks to the soul.
Man.
You know, everything, man. So when she sings, her lyrics, everything about her imagery, how she portrays herself and who she really is, honestly, spiritually, connects with so many people, and to have that together combined was like amazing. So if I had known anything, it's just staying true to yourself, as cliche as that sound. Nass has always done that, Erykah has always done that, and they were able to bring who they are to the table, and that's what they're loved for. So know your niche, know who you are.
Miss Erykah Badu is also a part of the project, and she's playing the role of Turquoise. Tell me about this role and how this all came together. Like, how did you get it to Erykah?
So I wrote the script, or the specific role, Turquoise, for Erykah. And so when I sent her the script, she responded to it, and she called me. She legit asked a straight up question, was like, all right, before we talk, I read the script, I'm a prostitute, right? And I'm like, I'm aware of your image, this, that, and the other. And she was like, I just want to know, what kind of hoe am I? Am I a house shoe wearing hoe? Or I'm like a fishnet stocking wearing hoe with a wig? And I was like, you the house shoe hoe with like a t-shirt. And she was excited as crap. I was like, I'm in, I'm down.
Oh my God.
And I think for her, it was about the authenticity of the role. You know, it was just like, she didn't want to be in a film where she was going to play the clean prostitute. She's like, if this is going to be real, it has to be real.
Like, I want to be that. I seen that hoe.
I seen that hoe. I know that hoe. From, we say hoe so many times, that hoe, right?
That hoe.
Yeah, she wanted to embody that, and so she had stuff to pull from her upbringing, you know what I mean, and what she saw in Dallas. And I was giving her references to people I've seen in Cleveland, like women I've seen on the corner, you know, going to school at like 7 o'clock in the morning to take a bus, you know what I mean, working it. And that's what we pulled from, and she had an amazing performance.
So what was your experience in directing a young cast with these established artists, with Erykah there? Did they ever have any scenes together, or?
Yeah, they had, they had many scenes together. That's a great question, because I haven't gotten that question, working and comparing the two. For a director, it's difficult, to be honest, because you're working with kids who've either never been on set before, so they're like, what are the lights? What are these? What's going on? So set etiquette, right? So having to train them in that, and on top of that, train them, you know, to act, or at least untrain them to act, because sometimes kid actors are overly trained. No one was nervous.
Good.
And I think it was the environment, you know what I mean? If anything, we were nervous of the environment we were in, because we were shooting in gritty locations. But so far as the kids themselves and Erykah working with them, everyone kind of like, we were family, you know what I mean? Like, it was like we hung out together, they stayed in the same apartment, they became brothers, the boys. So, you know, I kind of created that environment so everyone could be comfortable.
Okay, so we know Nas only signs on to great projects. You can't get that man to do everything, but he really loved the message of this film.
Yes.
What is the message that got him to sign on that you want everyone else to take away from this project?
No, for sure. The film is a cautionary tale, right? And he signed on to the project because he really felt like it was exposing the system and what was happening in this constant cycle we have amongst the city, you know, especially the urban communities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you had these kids who didn't want to go to trade school. You had these kids who don't want to work at McDonald's, and so they turned to other avenues. And drugs is right there, stealing is right there, you know, and they easily get caught up in it. And that was like the mission, and I think Erykah and everyone got on board because they knew or could relate to that story of just these lost dreams that happen to these, to the youth today.
Yeah, they're just kids. Like, a lot of people
Yeah.
just don't see that. Our neighborhoods, we deserve the same love and the same respect, because these kids really have to make it out. Like, it's a hard thing. So I'm glad that people will finally be able to see the human faces behind these neighborhoods they try and take apart.
For sure.
Well, I think it's going to be a really great film. So congratulations on everything. I can't wait to see it. We've got Nas, who signed on, Erykah playing a prostitute. I mean, what else do we really want? But no, I think it's really important that this message is out, especially now. So thank you so much for using your energy and your time to create this for us. BT, everybody, make sure you guys go check out The Land. It comes out when?
July 29th.
July 29th, like now. That's basically today. So make sure you guys go check it out in theaters, and then make sure you guys are staying tuned to BET.com for more updates on movie news and everything like that. I'm Gia Peppers. Oh, and let us know on BT Breaks, Twitter, #BT Breaks, if you guys will be checking out the film or when you guys will be checking it out. And take a picture and we'll tweet it to him so we can all get these retweets popping, all right? All right, so we'll see you later. I'm Gia Peppers. See you next time.